Today we are in historic San Antonio, Texas, home of the Alamo.
And we're going to be right next door at the Minger Hotel, which is home to the Texas Toy Soldier Show, but also home to over 30 ghosts.
Ooh, hopefully we don't see any ghosts today, but we will show you all the action from the show on Collector Guys. San Antonio, Texas. Music, delicious food, history, and toy soldiers. The Texas Toy Soldier Show is held every May. We're going to show you every table at this year's show, but first, some info. Martin Vasquez is the owner, organizer, and a collector. When the show had taken a hiatus due to COVID and other factors, he brought it back.
I heard that they weren't doing it anymore. I said, you know what? I had a passion. I'm a collector. I have a passion for Toy Soldier collecting, and I missed that the show was gone, and I felt we had to bring it back. It's the only show of this kind in Texas, so it needed to come back.
That's awesome.
So that's why I do it. It's a love and a passion for collecting toy soldiers.
You mentioned the Menger. It's a very special location to have the show. Can you tell us a little bit about what makes it so special as opposed to having it at a community hall or something like that?
A lot of reasons why it's special. One, the fact is it's historic. We're dealing with historical figures through history. This place is historic, iconic itself. Being established in 1859, it's been a hotel since then. Going forward, it's got a lot of historical people have stayed here, from Babe Ruth to Teddy Roosevelt, and forming the Rough Riders here, getting them drunk at the bar, getting them to sign up, and getting them trained here to get out to Cuba for the Spanish-American War. Roy Rogers and Trigger actually stayed in one of the suites upstairs together. That room is now the Roy Rogers suite. I mean, you've had presidents stay here, Ulysses S. Grant, Robert E. Lee. So I mean, when Bill Clinton was president here, he was here. He had the mango ice cream, loved it so much that when he was in the White House, he was having the mango ice cream sent to the White House. So a lot of history in this hotel, and a lot of hauntings. There's
I was going to ask
you.
you.
A lot of haunted rooms. I've had friends who did not believe in ghosts who've stayed in rooms and said there's been some weird things happening.
And it helps that you're in this area that high tourism with the Riverwalk and everything like
absolutely.
that.
So yeah, we're steps from the Alamo, right across the street from it. And there've been so many improvements, some new things. A new museum at the Alamo just opened. They just did rebuilding of the southwest buildings on the southwest corner, and the lunette that sits there in front of it. That's been rebuilt with cannons, and we're connected to a mall. We're steps from the Riverwalk. With the shops and the restaurants, and so it's an ideal location for a show. You don't have to drive anywhere. Everything's right here in front of you to do. So I'm also a historical reenactor. I actually portray General Antonio Lopez de Santana for the Alamo and for San Jacinto, so I have a connection to the reenactors and in that sense as well.
And now onto the tables. We promised them all, and I think we have them. Inside the first room, we found W. Britton's. The team had a large selection of their figures for collectors to see. Clash of Empires, American Civil War, Wrath of the Norsemen, the Anglo-Zulu War, and many other periods. They continue to add to one of my favorites, their World War II figures. It seems like the Britton's output has really increased ever since the end of the COVID slowdown. You can usually find Britton's at every show. They attend to engage with their customers, get suggestions, show the new figures, and then they send you to one of the retail partners' tables to buy. Hobby Bunker owner Matt Murphy had his usual large spread of metal figures. Britton's, Blackhawk, King & Country, many others were all there. Matt did not forget about plastic collectors either. Matt has taken over running the Chicago Toy Soldier Show and has renamed it Chicagoland Toy Soldier Show. Sierra Toy Soldiers had multiple tables of excellent new figures as well, including First Legion and Thomas Gunn figures. Their team is always ready to help. Michael O'Donnell from Nostalgia Toys had his regular huge setup of Britton's plastic and other makers. Michael often has sets no one else has. This table had some great Marx sets. Many collectors will recognize the famous Conte Warlord Tower on this table. Yep, you could have bought it. Need an awesome Western backdrop for your figures? Custom built Western buildings. These are really cool. This table had some plastic, some scenery items, and real helmets and caps. This is the table and display of Doug Darth of Darthco. He does amazing original artwork. We're going to do an entire video with Doug soon. Several tables featured books on toy soldiers, history, and modeling. Here's a table full of different items, kind of a hodgepodge of cool things. This table was full of classic toys. Tanks, trucks, soldiers, all right there. We were very excited to meet Chicken Fried Toys and see their dime novel Legends figures. These 3.75-inch articulated plastic Western action figures are awesome. I admit I now own 3. We have a segment on them in the works. Collector Guy friend Ed Poole was there with his Herald and Swap It Nights and his amazing book Swords and Roses. This table has something for almost any collector. Books, figures, new metal, Del Prado, Britons, and so much more. Here's some great deals on King and Country and more. Box sets, composition, loose new metal, and tanks. Dime store figures, including vehicles. Old toy soldiers. Castles. Space figures. Forts, more castles, Viking ships, firehouses, and so much more. In one corner of the show was this dealer with classic unpainted plastic from Airfix, Marx, and many more, plus buildings, playset pieces, and some great prices. At the Texas show, if you come in costume, you get in for free.
For people who are coming to the shows, it gives them a chance to see real live toy soldiers standing in front of them who are also historians and can talk to them about what they're wearing and what it was like to be a soldier in specific army, or even if they come as a civilian dress period, that's fine.
Next year, they're going to do some costume contests. Need detail figures or retro plastic set? They were all right here, several tables. Tree Frog miniatures were on site and stocked up. King and Country, John Jenkins, First Legion, Thomas Gunn, and many more. Plus, they had older figures as well. Next year, the show plans on being even bigger.
Coming for next year, we plan to do it again, and it's a great show for the dealers, a great show for people coming down to San Antonio to relax and enjoy what we have, this passion for this collecting of toy soldiers. Experience something new. It's so fun to step back into time, and that's what you'll get when you come out here to this show, to step back in time and see history.
A few last notes if you are considering coming to the Texas Toy Soldier Show. San Antonio is just a great city. The people are friendly, and being a little bit smaller than Houston or Dallas, it just has a warmer feel. The Alamo is the most iconic site in the entire state. It's a classic symbol of America, and entry to it is free. Plus Austin, another great American town, is just a short drive down the road. San Antonio and the Texas Toy Soldier Show. Come for the toys, stay for the food and the fun. Mark it on your calendar now. The Texas Toy Soldier Show. Thanks for watching, Collector Guys. We hope you liked the video. If so, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Collector Guys.